Coconuts are one of the most versatile fruits on the planet. Known as the tree of life in many tropical cultures, the coconut is a vital source of nutrition, materials, and income for millions of people around the world. Each year, millions of tons of coconuts are harvested in countries like Indonesia, the Philippines, India, and Sri Lanka. But what happens to these coconuts after they're harvested? How are they transformed into the coconut oil, coconut milk, and delicious snacks that line supermarket shelves around the globe? In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the large-scale journey of coconuts from tree to product. Chapter 1. The Global Coconut Industry. Coconuts are primarily grown in tropical regions near the equator. The top producers are Indonesia, the Philippines, and India, which collectively account for over 70% of global production. These countries benefit from ideal growing conditions, including high humidity, consistent rainfall, and warm temperatures year-round. The coconut industry plays a critical economic role in these regions, supporting millions of smallholder farmers and generating export revenues. Coconuts are broadly classified into two types based on their maturity. Green or young coconuts are mainly harvested for their refreshing water and soft jelly-like meat, often consumed fresh or bottled as a beverage. On the other hand, brown or mature coconuts contain firm white flesh, known as copra, and are prized for their high oil content. These mature coconuts serve as the raw material for large-scale production of coconut oil, coconut milk, and a wide range of snack products. Chapter 2. Harvesting and dehusking. Harvesting coconuts remains a labor-intensive task, especially in smallholder farms. Skilled climbers scale coconut palms, which can reach heights of 60 to 100 feet, using ropes or by gripping the trunk barefoot. They use sharp knives or machetes to cut down the ripe coconuts, which are collected in nets or allowed to fall to the ground. In more commercial or industrial operations, harvesting is aided by mechanical systems such as hydraulic lifts or long-handled tools fitted with blades. These innovations help improve both safety and efficiency, allowing larger quantities of coconuts to be harvested in less time. Once harvested, the coconuts undergo dehusking. Each coconut is encased in a thick fibrous husk that must be removed to access the hard shell inside. Traditional dehusking is done by striking the coconut against a metal spike anchored in the ground. In larger processing facilities, dehusking is mechanized using rotating blade machines that can process thousands of coconuts per hour. The removed husks are not wasted. They are either composted or processed into coir, a natural fiber used to make ropes, mats, brushes, and more. Chapter 3. Drying the copra for oil extraction. To produce coconut oil, the meat of mature coconuts, referred to as copra, must first be dried to reduce its moisture content and prepare it for pressing. There are several drying methods in use, each with varying levels of efficiency and scale. Sun drying is the most traditional method. It involves spreading the coconut meat out in the open under the sun for several days. While cost-effective, this method is time-consuming and highly dependent on weather conditions. Smoke drying, another traditional method, uses a low fire to gently dehydrate the copra while infusing it with a smoky flavor. Kiln drying, however, is the preferred method in industrial settings. This involves placing the copra in large drying chambers where heated air is circulated using fans. Kiln drying allows for more uniform and faster drying, reducing spoilage and microbial contamination. Once dried, the copra has a moisture content of around 6 to 7% and is ground into small flakes or powder to prepare it for oil extraction. Chapter 4. Extracting coconut oil. Coconut oil comes in two main forms: refined coconut oil and virgin coconut oil. Each has its own production process and end uses. Refined coconut oil, also known as RBD, refined, bleached, and deodorized coconut oil, is made from dried copra. The copra is fed into mechanical expellers or screw presses that extract the oil under high pressure. The raw oil is then filtered to remove impurities. Further processing involves bleaching to remove color and deodorization through steam distillation to eliminate strong odors. The result is a neutral flavored oil commonly used in cooking, baking, cosmetics, soaps, and even biodiesel production. Virgin coconut oil, on the other hand, is made from fresh, non-dried coconut meat. The fresh meat is grated and pressed to extract coconut milk, which is then separated into oil and water using centrifugation or fermentation. This cold-pressed process retains more natural flavor, aroma, and nutrients, making virgin coconut oil a popular choice in health food and skincare products. Large-scale facilities can process hundreds of tons of copra and fresh coconuts each day using highly automated systems, ensuring consistency, safety, and efficiency. Chapter 5: Turning coconuts into milk and cream. Coconut milk is a creamy, white liquid extracted from the grated meat of mature coconuts, mixed with water. It is a staple in many tropical cuisines and increasingly popular in vegan and lactose-free diets. On an industrial scale, the process begins with shredding the fresh coconut meat using mechanical graters. The grated meat is then mixed with water and subjected to pressing using hydraulic or screw presses. The resulting liquid is strained and pasteurized to kill any bacteria and prolong shelf life. Homogenization follows, which ensures a smooth, uniform texture. The extracted liquid can be adjusted for consistency. When less water is added, the result is coconut cream, a thicker, richer version used in desserts and sauces. The remaining solid pulp, known as sapple, is not discarded. Instead, it is repurposed into coconut flour, added to baked goods, or used as livestock feed. Packaging takes place in sterile environments where the milk and cream are filled into cans, cartons, or pouches. These are then boxed and shipped to markets around the world. Chapter 6: Coconut snacks and byproducts. Coconut-based snacks have become global favorites, especially among health-conscious consumers. The snack-making process varies depending on the type of product, but most rely on mechanized production lines. Toasted coconut chips are made by slicing coconut meat into thin pieces, then baking or frying them with seasonings like sugar, salt, or spices. Desiccated coconut is another popular product, made by drying finely grated coconut until it becomes a light, flaky ingredient used in baking and desserts. Coconut candy is created by combining coconut milk or shredded coconut with sugar and boiling it until it reaches a chewy or crunchy texture. Coconut flour is produced by drying and milling the leftover pulp from milk extraction, offering a gluten-free, high-fiber baking alternative. Coconut sugar is derived not from the fruit but from the sap of coconut flower buds, which is collected, boiled into syrup, and crystallized. Modern factories can produce hundreds of tons of these snacks annually, with processes that include automated slicing, conveyor drying systems, flavoring stations, and vacuum sealing packaging lines. Chapter 7: Coconut waste utilization. A standout feature of the coconut industry is its sustainability. Virtually no part of the coconut goes to waste. The husk fibers are processed into coir products, including ropes, brushes, mats, and erosion control blankets. The hard shells are used as biofuel, turned into activated charcoal, or carved into bowls and handicrafts. The leftover pulp or sapple is either used directly in cooking or dried and ground into flour. Coconut water from young coconuts is bottled and sold as a hydrating drink. In mature coconuts, the water is often too acidic for drinking but can be fermented into vinegar or used as a medium for growing bacteria in industrial applications. Some advanced processing plants also treat wastewater and emissions from oil extraction, making their operations more eco-friendly. These zero-waste principles make coconut processing a model for sustainable agriculture. Chapter 8: Global distribution and export. Once processed, coconut products are packed, sealed, and prepared for global shipping. Packaging varies by product. Oils go into glass or plastic bottles, milk and cream into cans or Tetra Pak cartons, and snacks into foil pouches or jars. Distribution logistics are carefully managed to preserve freshness and quality, especially for sensitive items like virgin coconut oil and milk. Cold chain logistics may be used for perishables, while bulk exports are sent in large containers for food processors and manufacturers. Major importers include the United States, China, the European Union, Japan, and the Middle East. To appeal to these markets, products are often labeled with certifications such as organic, non-GMO, fair trade, and vegan, which enhance their commercial value and consumer appeal. Chapter 9: Challenges in the industry. Despite its wide-reaching benefits, the coconut industry faces numerous challenges. Many coconut trees in key producing countries are over 60 years old, resulting in declining yields. Replanting efforts are essential but slow due to land constraints and long maturation times. Labor shortages also present a hurdle, as climbing tall palms requires skill and is increasingly seen as dangerous and unappealing work. Mechanization can help, but affordability and terrain limit its adoption in small farms. Price volatility is another concern. coconuts are often subject to fluctuating global market prices influenced by weather, disease outbreaks, and shifting demand. Climate change adds yet another layer of risk, causing erratic rainfall and temperature extremes that affect crop health. To combat these challenges, governments, NGOs, and private companies are investing in high-yield hybrid trees, better agronomic training, and infrastructure improvements. Chapter 10. The Future of Coconut Processing. The future of the coconut industry is promising, particularly in the health and wellness sector. As demand for plant-based, sustainable, and gluten-free products rises, coconut-based goods are becoming more mainstream. Technological innovation is playing a pivotal role. Automation and smart sensors are improving efficiency in processing plants. Blockchain is being explored for supply chain transparency, ensuring traceability and fair trade. New product innovations like coconut yogurt, dairy-free ice cream, energy bars, and cosmetic formulations continue to emerge. With a push towards sustainability, manufacturers are also adopting biodegradable packaging and cleaner energy sources. As the world leans more heavily on natural, minimally processed foods, the coconut, long a staple of tropical agriculture, is stepping into the spotlight as a global commodity with endless possibilities. The transformation of coconuts into oil, milk, and snacks on an industrial scale is a remarkable feat of agriculture, engineering, and sustainability. From the treetops of the tropics to supermarket shelves around the world, the coconut's journey is powered by human ingenuity and nature's bounty. Whether it's the cold-pressed oil in your skincare routine, the creamy coconut milk in your curry, or the crunchy chips in your lunchbox, every product is the result of a highly coordinated and resourceful process. The humble coconut, once harvested by hand in remote villages, now fuels a global industry, and its future is brighter than ever. So that's it for today. If you like this video, then please hit the like and subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching.